She became a novelist in a quite mature age. She is also a journalist, a linguist and a translator. Her 7 novels and stories collection have been recognized by World Coronation Award and BBC's Book of the Year Award. This lady initiated a social project 100 Books for a Rural Library. A famous writer, Mila Ivantsova, is showing Priorka to us.
When they ask me about who and what I'm writing, all those events are happening against the Kyiv background. It's in me, in my blood, and I have no other place. This school was built as the last will of Sergei Grushevsky, father of Mikhailo Grushevsky. According to the will, the school had to be for poor people's children, and it had to meet only 3 conditions. First, Ukraine had to be the language of instruction. Second, it had to be free. And third, there had to be a plaque saying who donated to the construction. For 10 years, I studied in this school, and there was only Russian as the language of instruction. Nobody saw ever any plaque, and surely we just studied for free. This is the railway bridge, with trains running across it, the city train. It was built after the Second World War, somewhere in 1946-47, by the German prisoners of war. Local people felt sorry for them, so they brought them some food. This house is called the Shevchenko house, yet it isn't his home, it was just a private house, and once walking in the area of Priorka, that's the name of the district, so walking there he saw it with the kids' clothes drying in the air and the house, so he entered the yard and asked the hostess Varvara to rent a room. So he stayed in it for 2 weeks and walked here, sat under the oak tree, as was registered by the people. And so, staying here for the fortnight, he used to give candies to kids, and the dwellers remembers much about him. This museum is still working too, and this was his final abode in Ukraine. Back in August of 1859, he started from here to St. Petersburg, and then he came back to Ukraine only in his coffin. This is Priorka's birch tree grove, which is very close to Shevchenko house and the youth science station. The name of Priorka comes back from the 17th century owner of the lands here, a large Dominican monastery, and their senior priest's home, the prior. These are my childhood memories when Dad took me to the hill and we slid down it, and we rushed down, happily and fearfully. Kyiv was far from even location originally, so we have the joy of sliding down any hill we are standing on. I haven't been here for so long. This is the heart of our youth science society. As a kid, I attended different groups here in summer and any time of the year, and the trees were much smaller than these fir trees and ciders, but the building is the same, even if the trees are bigger. Haven't been here for ages, and inside even longer. Every autumn, as I remember, the Youth Science Society from the whole country displayed their works here. The biggest pears and apples and gorgeous pumpkins, some home-baked bread and large loaves and seeds. All these things were displayed in the corridors, and the smell was terrific. I sometimes even remember, it comes to me in the dreams, and uphill there was a camp for exchanging experience. There was so much commotion in different groups like ceramics, vine weaving, and I attended the flower breeding group, so I tremble all over. I haven't been here so long, thank you. This willow grew from such a small twig given to the library by small readers. They cut it from the tree which our Kobzar grew from a twig over there on the Aral shores, and we spread this Taras willow. For me it is a very symbolic and sacred even act, and we do it all over Ukraine. I even sent some twigs to France. They are planted near schools, libraries, school halls, somewhere in rural parts. It is so heartwarming, so symbolic, inspiring and developing. I think those trees are also yielding new twigs which exponentially grow further all over Ukraine.